I'm 58 years old, 5'10", 173 pounds, walking around at about 12% body fat. And I eat one meal a day. That's not a typo. One meal, no breakfast, no lunch, just dinner. Now, some of you just rolled your eyes. Some of you are already typing in the comments saying that this is dangerous, but hear me out. 8 years ago, I was 218 pounds. I drank alcohol almost every night. I ate 3 meals a day plus snacks, and I was losing the battle with my body. Now, today, I'm in the best shape of my life. And what I'm about to walk you through is not theory. It's exactly what I did yesterday. Every bite, every sip. Let's get into it. Now, before I walk you through the day, I want to tell you why this works, because if you understand the why, the how makes perfect sense. Here's my entire philosophy in one sentence. When you eat whole, non-processed food with real nutrients in it, your body stops demanding constant refueling. Think about what your body actually evolved to eat. Meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, some fruit, some nuts. That's it. When you eat that kind of food, your body gets what it actually needs. Real protein, real fat, real vitamins and minerals from plants the way nature packaged them. And when your body gets what it needs, you're full. You're satisfied. You don't get those crashes at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. where you're starving and hunting for a snack. Now compare that to what most men over 50 are eating. Cereal for breakfast, sandwich for lunch, pasta for dinner, chips and crackers in between, all processed, all sugar, all stripped of real nutrients. So yeah, of course they're going to be hungry all day. Their bodies are screaming for actual nutrition, and they're getting calories without substance. So they eat more and more and more. When I switched to real food, the constant hunger just disappeared. And eventually my body didn't need 3 meals a day anymore. It needed one really good one. That's the whole secret. Now, let me be crystal clear about something. One meal a day is not for everyone. I get it. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you what works for me. If you're on medication, talk to your doctor first. If you have blood sugar issues, talk to your doctor first. If you've never fasted before, you don't start with one meal a day. You work up to it over months. But everything else I'm about to show you, the food quality, the protein targets, the timing principles, those apply whether you eat 1 meal, 2 meals, or 3. The food is what matters most. The timing is secondary. Every day, I'm up somewhere between 4 and 5 in the morning. No alarm, my body just goes. First thing I do is drink water. You've been asleep for 7 to 8 hours, you're dehydrated, water before anything else. Then I make my coffee, Americano, that's espresso with hot water. 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and a little stevia for sweetness. I know stevia, even though it's 100% natural and it doesn't have any sugar or calories, it does spike your insulin a little bit, but I'm just not able to drink black coffee, so I have to put a little sweetness into it. That's just me, okay? And I'll have 2 cups of that. Now, heavy whipping cream, not milk. Why? Well, heavy cream is almost pure fat with basically 0 carbs and 0 sugar. It doesn't spike my insulin. It doesn't break my fast. And it tastes incredible. Milk has lactose, that's sugar. Flavor creamers are full of seed oils and added sugar. Heavy cream keeps my body in fat burning mode. That's the whole point of how I drink coffee in the morning. Through the middle of the day, I don't eat. No breakfast, no lunch. And people always ask me, aren't you starving? No, I'm not. Because last night's dinner was real food. It was real protein, real fat, real vegetables. My body got what it needed. So I'm not running on fumes by 10 a.m. like I used to when I ate cereal for breakfast. I drink water all day, a lot of water. Sometimes in the afternoon, I'll make a special drink. Basically, I'll take 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother, half of a squeezed lemon, a little bit of water, maybe about, 8 ounces, and a little bit of stevia. That apple cider vinegar helps with blood sugar regulation and digestion. It's one of those simple old school things that actually works. Sometimes at around 3 in the afternoon, I'll do a small snack. Not a meal, just a small snack. So I'll take about 1 ounce of almonds, pistachios, or macadamia nuts. Why these three? Well, these are healthy fats, some protein, fiber, zero added sugar. They don't spike my insulin and they keep me satisfied until dinner. This is not a bag of chips, not a protein bar, not a granola bar. Raw nuts, that's it. At around 5 p.m., I sit down to eat, and this is where it all comes together. My staple dish, and I make this every week, is a ground beef bowl. 93% lean ground beef, tomato sauce, bell peppers, half an onion, minced garlic, green olives, salt, pepper, cumin. Now, the ground beef comes in a 3-pound package, so I cook 3 pounds at a time, and I split it across multiple dinners for the week. So this makes life really simple, and it makes it so I don't fall off track because dinner is already prepped. I eat 10 to 12 ounces of that ground beef mix with half an avocado and a big serving of vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts. Other nights, I switch it up a little bit. Ribeye steak with the same vegetables and avocado, or chicken cooked in the same way as the beef, the ground beef that I told you about earlier. Same recipe, just swap out the meat. Sometimes chicken thighs with skin on, sometimes chicken breast. Let me add up the protein on a typical ground beef night. So 12 ounces of 93% lean ground beef is about 90 grams of protein in one setting. Add the small amount for the vegetables and you're close to 95 to 100 grams in one meal. Plus healthy fats from the avocado and olives. Plus fiber and nutrients from the vegetables. Plus all the micronutrients from the tomato sauce, onion, garlic, and peppers. That is a complete nutrient-dense meal, and your body uses every bit of it. Now, I'll be honest with you. I aim for 150 grams of protein a day based on my lean body mass. That's what a man my size needs to maintain and build muscle. Some days my one meal hits that number pretty easy. With the ribeye night, that's easy. With a big ground beef portion, usually right there. But some days I know I'm going to fall short. Maybe I had a smaller portion. Maybe I went with the chicken breast instead of ground beef. Maybe my appetite was just smaller that day. So on those days, I close the gap with a clean whey isolate. 25 to 30 grams of protein in 60 seconds. That's the only supplement I'll mention in this video. And I'm only mentioning it because it's part of how I actually do this. After 50, your body is less efficient at using protein. There's a scientific term for that called anabolic resistance. You need more protein than you did at 30, and you need it to be high quality. Food first, always. But when one meal doesn't get me to 150 grams, a clean whey isolate is better than missing my target. If you want to know what I use, it's on my site at longevityperformanceusa.com. First 10 gets you 10% off your first order. That's the only plug in this video. After dinner, I'm done eating for the day. No dessert, no late night snack, no glass of wine. That's another thing I want to flag. I don't drink alcohol anymore, okay? Zero. I used to drink every night, okay? This is when I was 218 pounds. But I cut it out completely 8 years ago. And I gotta tell you, this was the best decision I ever made for my sleep, my fat loss, and my brain. In bed by 9:30 or 10, asleep within 15 minutes, up at 4 or 5 the next morning to do it all over again. So let me recap what I did yesterday. Woke up at 5, water, 2 Americanos with heavy cream and stevia. Worked through the morning on nothing but coffee and water. Small nut snack at 3, 1 large dinner at 5. Ground beef, vegetables, avocado. Asleep by 10. 0 refined carbs. 0 added sugar. 0 processed food. 0 alcohol. 0 seed oils. My body is in fat-burning mode for about 22 hours a day. When I eat real food in real quantity with real nutrients. When I'm not eating, my body is doing what it's designed to do, using stored fat for fuel. That's how a 58-year-old stays 12% body fat without ever counting calories. So listen, this isn't a prescription. It's a demonstration. You may eat 3 meals a day, and that's fine. If the food is real, you may do 2 meals. That's also fine. The point of this video isn't that you should eat once a day. The point is this: when you eat whole, non-processed food, your body stops demanding constant refueling. You eat less by accident. You lose fat without trying. You stop craving sugar, and your body finally does what it's supposed to do. Processed food keeps you hungry. Real food makes you full. That's the whole game, guys. If this video shifted the way you think about eating, share it with another man over 50 who's stuck in the 3 meals plus snacks cycle. Most men our age have no idea there's another way. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Every Monday, I put out a new video for men over 50 who want to take their body back and keep it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself.